Hi, my name is Lauren Miller, and this is my personal narrative video entitled My Education Journey. Okay, so this is my personal narrative video in which I'm going to talk about the kind of start of my educational journey a little bit, why I want to be a teacher, who's influenced me to want to become an educator, and then kind of what I've learned about myself through this quarter and this class. So I did not originally start out as a liberal studies student. I'd always been very interested in education, but my family was not super supportive of me going down that road, so I didn't. I actually got into a nursing program and was almost done with that nursing program, and then at a different community college in a different state, and then I ended up having to move out to California to be a caretaker for a family member. So when I moved out here, I basically decided that I needed to be passionate about the work that I was going to do. I needed to enjoy a career that I was going to have for the rest of my life. And so it was imperative to me that I kind of break away from the mold of my family and go in a direction that I knew I would enjoy and I knew I would get gratification from. So I started from scratch and enrolled in another community college and started taking classes that would give me the ability to transfer to Cal State so that I could enroll in the liberal studies program and work towards becoming a teacher. So that's kind of been the beginning of my educational journey, and my motto in this entire thing is that I am going to just enjoy the process. A lot of times I feel like I'm behind in school and behind my peers and things like that, and so I kind of had to shake those kind of thoughts out of my head and that negative self-talk out of my head and just know that I love school, I love being a student, and when I'm a teacher myself, I'm going to miss being a student. So what I tell myself now all the time is just enjoy the process, enjoy the classes, enjoy the learning experience, and that's been a great help to me. I want to be an educator because I love kids, and I know that's super cliche, but I do. And I also love being a student, and I love learning. And I figure if I can't be a professional student, the next best thing is to be a teacher, where I can continue to not only teach, but grow and learn. I feel like as a teacher, you teach, obviously, but you grow and learn from your students, from other teachers, and I feel like that's so important, and I know that it will give me great joy to be able to continue to learn the rest of my life and the rest of my career. I've had a lot of people that have influenced me. For the most part, I've been very lucky. I've had great teachers, great educators, especially through high school and college, and that's, I feel like, really important because those are formative, not formative, but they're important years because you're starting to get a concept of who you want to be and what you want to do. And I feel like it's important to have teachers that will foster that and help you grow talents that you have and kind of figure out like where you belong in the world. And I had amazing teachers in high school that were my direct teachers that ran extracurriculars and clubs that I was in. And same thing with my very early years in college, and I still keep in contact with a lot of those people. And I feel like that's the mark of an incredible teacher when your students are still returning to you year after year after year, and reaching out to you for advice and reaching out to you for just to validate things or things like that. And I have had incredible teachers. I had a teacher I was in a health academy when I was younger, and it was a path towards becoming a nurse or a doctor or working in the medical field, and she was also my swim coach, and she has been an incredible grounding force. This is 15 years after the fact, and she's still in my life, very present in my life, and she is open to meeting with me, answering questions, giving me so much support. And so I am so thankful for her on a daily basis because this is a hard process. As much as I enjoy it, it's a very hard process. And she has been there every step of the way, encouraging me and offering her help, offering her guidance. And I feel like she has influenced me so much because she's a great educator. She wants so much for her students. She wants everything her students want, and she influences me, and she's the type of teacher I hope to be when I'm there. As far as contributing to the community, I would hope that I can just be for my students what my teachers have been for me, and that's a sounding board and a point of contact, and somebody that they feel safe with. I'd also like to be somebody in the community that gives back to the community and finds ways to foster inclusion and diversity. I would love to be a teacher that runs extracurricular programs that help children in the area, maybe children that live in poverty, that don't otherwise have a safe place to go or be in those times after school, and just give as much positive influence back to the community as I can, because I've been on the receiving end of a lot of that positive energy, and it has really been a blessing, and it has positively influenced me in so many ways. So I hope to be a teacher that gives back as much as I receive. This class has been very helpful. It's helped to give me a lot of different perspectives on what being a teacher is and how I'm going to be the best teacher I can. I especially appreciated the how to finance your classroom assignment, because I feel like that's not something that maybe a lot of teachers think about going into it, and it's definitely going to be a huge topic of conversation and a thought process when you are a teacher. So I feel like assignments like that have really been helpful for me and have really helped me to learn and understand. All in all, I've grown a lot this quarter, and I now understand a lot more about being a teacher and educator, and I'm very appreciative for all that I have learned.